I think Bobby Lashley has been stirring the pot between himself and Brock Lesnar. So let's take a listen. Bobby Lashley recently spoke to Pro Wrestling Illustrated, where Lashley talked about facing Brock Lesnar once again, and he said anytime he comes back, it was to get the title. Anytime he has come back, it was to get the title. Every other champ he's been in the ring with, except for me, it's been the case. So if he ever wants his title back, instead of doing what he's doing now, the math is right. It's not like I'm running from him. So Lashley kind of teasing the fans a little bit, teasing Pro Wrestling Illustrated a little bit by saying that if Lesnar wants it, he can come get it. Do we think this will end up happening, Trevor? And, given what Brock Lesnar's contract status is with WWE, being that he doesn't have one.
Right. It'd be something interesting to see, because they've never wrestled, have they? I don't think they have.
They might have done something. They might have when Lashley returned, but nothing like big, nothing notable.
I always thought that was a match that I always wanted to see in their prime. Like, both wrestlers in their prime. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it would be interesting to watch. You know what I mean? It'll be an interesting match to watch. But I know I stumbled on my words. Anyway,
fun to watch, Michael.
Fun to watch. But no, it would be interesting to watch the fact that they have never wrestled, and like the two of the bigger athletes in WWE. It'd be interesting to watch. But nah, it's not gonna happen. I mean, the fact that he doesn't have a contract, to me, is part of the bigger reasons why it won't happen.
The thing is, I think Vince would have to give a lot of money to Lesnar, like even more than he's ever given to Lesnar to get him back. But I think Vince is also willing to dish out that money. Lesnar's the guy you do it for, right? That's been like Vince's guy, his go-to guy when business is bad, whatever. Whatever happens, no matter what, Brock Lesnar is his saving grace, much like Andre the Giant was early on, much like Hulk Hogan became, much like that. That's his big attraction that he wants. So. Yep. I could see my thing is I could see Lesnar agreeing to a contract like soon, very quickly, like things have developed if Vince just pulls the trigger on it. But as far as these two wrestling, I do think that it's going to be interesting. And the bigger question I have is, who should win the match? Because when you look at these guys, everyone like, oh, Brock Lesnar is kind of, he's been in his prime, or he's been in this main event spot for such a long time, and he's older. People want to say, like, Bobby Lashley's actually older than Brock Lesnar, which makes things interesting. So for me, it's one of those things, like, who actually goes over here and who should? I mean, you could say Lashley easily, in my opinion, because he's been in the main event spotlight less. But what do you think? Who should win?
I agree. I believe Bobby should go over. Bobby should go over. Bobby should win the match, only because of the fact that, like, he has been in the spotlight more. And honestly, he could be closer to the end of his career than Lesnar could. Even though Lesnar has had a lot of injuries, and a few medical problems that he plagued him in UFC. But I mean, to me, it makes logical sense to push Bobby over. At this point, if there was a match to happen.
Yeah, but the weird thing is, I could very easily see Vince, God damn it, pal, I signed him to all this money, and then putting Brock over, and then eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. Paul Heyman, man. Double payday Paul Heyman. Triple payday Paul Heyman. Getting paid for Raw, SmackDown, and writing both shows. Wow. So that's who to blame.
It's your fault.
Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.